Right, guys, welcome back. We are here at Foresight headquarters because the weather stinks.
It's pretty pooey out there.
Yeah, really pooey. But what's not pooey is the brand new Callaway Elite driver that we've got for you today, released brand new for 2025. And what we are doing, well, what Johnny's doing, our token mid, low, high, weird, bad, good, all of the above, is going to be testing out his gamer, which is the GT2, Titleist GT2, one of the, if not the best driver of 2024, against the core model, the Callaway Elite. So there's a few differences from like face on. I will get into the tech and the aesthetics first of all, but Johnny, just very quickly, your opinion of this brand new Callaway Elite driver. We've had a lot of opinions on it pre-release. I'll be honest with you. It was pooey pre-release.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people kind of going in on comments when it was released early doors.
Yeah,
leaked. I have to say, in hand, is a lot better than it looked in the photos. It actually looks lovely. My only quibble with it, and I think a couple of people have shared this, is this E.
Yeah.
I just think they could have just left that clean, or just had this kind of little pinstriping. I just think it's a really clean finish, and then that just looks slightly out of place. But aside from that, the green, love that.
Yeah.
Kind of silver, black, white, monochromatic finish. Looks really smart. I like this kind of V of chrome here. Elite, cool name, obviously, Eli Callaway, etc., etc. Down at address, again, looks really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And there is actually a lot of tech behind this new model as well, which is really exciting. So let's get on to that now.
Coming in at £499 in England, the all-new Callaway Elite has enhanced shaping, which provides more aerodynamics for more speed throughout the golf swing. You can see the crown here looks a bit different. That's because it's featured an all-new thermoforged carbon material. This aerospace grade carbon fibre should enable faster head speeds whilst also optimising that launch and spin metric. You can see here on the face, it's slightly different because we've got a new AI 10 times face, which actually delivers 10 times more control points than the original AI Smart face. It does have the same aim though, which is designing it to produce more ball speed, tighter dispersion, and optimised launch across the face. Let's see if that's actually the case though.
Right, we are back at Foresight, and we've changed the hole to be Pebble Beach on 18, just a little bit more aura, would you say?
A little bit more aura, oh absolutely, I'm familiar with this one, I know this one very well.
Absolutely, we've got Johnny with the Callaway fitted driver for him at 11 degrees, the same as this bad boy here. We're going to have 5 shots with each. We're going to test all around the face, we're going to see how Johnny fares, see which one's better, which one was worse. I'm expecting some things, but Johnny, hit a shot now, and we'll see how it goes. Straight at that tree.
Straight at that tree, hopefully a little draw, just peel it back, make my second shot a little bit shorter.
He's gone aggressive. Trunks on. Oh no. Okay. Well, as I said, in that the data metric over there, that will roll on. So although that's carried 2.256, that will go further. Just a little bit.
A little bit aggressive there.
Yeah, but what I will say is that ball speed is maybe the fastest I've seen Johnny hit so far here at Foresight HQ. We have been testing out other drivers. I won't say any other ones. Johnny's usually lowish 150s. That is fast.
That is fast.
Yeah, but of course you pulled it, so that's
yeah, I got a little bit carried away there. We're trying to take the tiger line.
Look, I get it. It's exciting at Pebble Beach.
Be a little bit more conservative with this one.
Calm down, Josler. It's okay. Fairway finder. Oh yeah. Round of applause, everyone.
That's what we
everyone
wanted.
Watching, please.
That's a beauty.
Sensational, Johnny.
Absolute beauty.
That is winning the US Open right there.
That is.
159.4. Those numbers.
It's fast.
Cannot be beaten. It's a
fast.
Very fast driver.
we did think it would be fast, but I'm impressed so far.
Yeah, and we did mention as well. Best drivers 2024. Callaway was in the mix, but never going to be taking the top spot for the medal, wasn't it?
Not for me, personally.
No, not for me either.
I actually thought it performed really well, and actually there wasn't a huge amount to separate the kind of top 3. It kind of came down to a looks thing for me.
Yep.
Just from down at address, I wasn't a huge fan of the crown of the air smoke. This, big improvement. Like the matte, like the small Elite. So yeah, I like this. A little bit more clubby.
I agree, yep. Is that 2 back-to-back? That's gone miles. Straight down the middle. Set up. Is that going to be 160 ball? Oh, it is.
161.
Oh, it's fast.
It is fast.
That is
launching at 9.
That is so good.
That is good. Carry 263. I still feel like I can carry it further than this.
The only thing I will say is it's had low launching at 9 degrees. You could perhaps get it up to about 12 or so. The crazy thing is that's now down to more custom fitting. Johnny's got that at 11 degrees. Like, that's pretty ridiculous that it's still launching at 9.
Launching it, yeah.
Yeah, but look, we're not
tease.
We're not complaining. It's still a great shot. Consistent ball speed, high ball speed as well.
Yeah.
I want you to really go through these 5 now so we can get Titleist and see, because I don't want it to be like a speed training session, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Another good one.
That was out the heel.
Yeah, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Can tell with a strike. Lovely noise. Spins climbed up. You can tell straight away.
Yeah. That wasn't a great strike. But
okay. You have to have that tiger cut round 3.
I do have that in me, so that's not an irregular shot from my
yeah, so ball speed's dropped there.
artillery.
Was it at 150, so rather low. But what I will say is with gear effect, the spin's only at 3,000, so you're losing about 25 yards or so.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of, with my bad strikes, what I'm looking for, if distance drops, it's not the end of the world for me. I'm far more concerned about dispersion left to right.
Okay.
And that is not the end of the world by any means.
Okay.
So I would be taking that on the course, walking on, no
Sure.
real pain.
Yep. Okay. One more for me, please, for a very good set of 5. Oh no!
Oh, I've just turned it over.
Please go. No! Go to the beach again. I went miles though.
I mean, it was a really good hit.
TP5.
I've just turned it over a bit too much again. 159.
Look, we're gonna. If we look at those 5 there, of course.
Carry 268.
But the selection of 5 that we've got on the screen here is really consistent.
Yeah.
And if I just quickly grab the old iPad for you as well, just to show you some real life numbers. 256 carry, 280 total, 158 ball speed average.
Yeah.
I think
really
that probably is the fastest I've seen you with 2,500 spin.
It's launching. I was launching a little bit low, wasn't I?
Yeah, launching at 9.2. We can push that up.
Yeah.
We can push that up and actually probably.
That's a custom fitting issue, really, though, isn't it?
We can push that to maybe 11, maybe even 12,
Yeah.
and that would gain you a bit more distance because that there is 160 ball speed. You can get to 300 yards total. So we can probably optimize the numbers even more. But let's switch straight away to your favourite driver of 2024, the Titleist GT2. Tell me about this. Why is this in your bag?
So I got custom fitted for this up at Woburn. I was the QI10 before, the core model. And although I loved the QI10, and it was really quick, I had like a low left miss in the bag quite often.
Sure.
And on my good days driving, it was a rocket, but I had far too many kind of bad, iffy days where I was just playing myself out of the hole off the tee. And it started to really frustrate me. So I went up to Woburn, got fitted for this, and it's just really solid. My left and right misses. Interesting, the left is now gone as a miss.
Yeah.
The high right spinning one has kind of come in, but it's just really, really solid and quick. Bags of forgiveness, and it looks superb.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. I don't think there's a driver that's going to beat that this year for looks. Very difficult. We've seen them all.
Yeah.
A classical, forgiving shelf appeal, and also not too scary down at address.
Timeless, Titleist looks. No, not scary down at address at all. Yeah, I just love it. I think GT2 pips the TSR2 for looks. I think the rest of the TSR line is maybe slightly better looking, but that's, again, subjective.
Yeah.
But you kind of know what you're going to get from Titleist.
Oh, yes.
Dark finish, gloss crown, just timeless looks, really. So, and I've had it in the bag now for a few months and been really, really pleased with it.
Let's see it, Johnny. That's lovely. Don't hit the tree. Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
The difference in launch is quite noticeable.
Yeah, so I'm intrigued to see 11.6.
Yeah, 11.6, 160 ball.
271 carry, happy days. I mean, that is...
I thought Titleist was under a bit of pressure. they delivered on the first shot. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So there could be a difference here in launch overall. That could be down to the whole overall fitting. I wouldn't say that's down to the head itself. But some positive signs from both. That's what we'll say. It's a lovely noise. Healy?
So that's the kind of... That's my kind of miss at the moment, I would say.
Missing middle of the fairway is not something to shy away from?
I mean, I would say my really bad ones with this are the ones that kind of balloon slightly more than that.
Spin.
But 155 still carry 245.
Yeah, so
I don't really have many complaints about that.
Do you remember the shot that you hit with the Callaway where it was also Healy and right? Was that a worse strike from the Callaway?
I think it was a slightly worse strike.
Okay, because that was 5 mile ball speed lower with that one. But we, again, consistently higher launch so far. Hit another. Are you going for the baby draw here?
Still trying to hit. I'm trying to hit the first one I hit with this. Is what I aim to hit off the tee.
It's a really different noise. Even the acoustics inside, which is very different from outside, very different noise with Titleist to Callaway.
Oh, that was another Healy one.
Another Healy one. Okay, we'll keep that in mind for the data. Yeah, that's Healy. That's a lot more similar to.
That was a bad strike.
Yes.
Bad swing, bad strike.
That's gonna be 3,500 spin, isn't it? Yeah.
But again, just kind of.
Yeah, that's nigh on identical to the Callaway one.
Kind of reinforcing that I do have that miss. I do have that miss still in the bag, unfortunately.
Yep. That's okay. Hey, I'll be honest, the high right miss is good to have.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing something here.
That is the one that...
Yeah. That's out of bounds.
That is out of bounds.
Yeah. So we're seeing a...
Bizarrely, when I hit that, I thought I'd absolutely...
I mean, it's 156 ball, so you didn't hit it badly. We're seeing some differences now, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're seeing a left miss with the Callaway. We're seeing a right miss with Titleist. We're seeing higher launch.
There is obviously some human error in there.
There's human error, of course. I'm not saying one's better and one's not, but we are seeing just some different biases in play for the misses. That sounded better. Just getting the fade in play.
Yeah.
How interesting. So they've both got their pros and cons so far. I want you to hit one more. What I will say is we won't generate results and say one's better if you're striking one worse. They need to be similar results across the face. So what we'll do across these this test here is after we're done with it, we'll gain the averages and make it so Johnny is happy with where he struck it across the face for all the ones that we're using. Because if I'm saying, yeah, Titleist is rubbish because he's hit it all across the heel, it's not a fair result. No. This isn't robot testing, this is human testing. We need to make sure all the shots are roughly similar to each other in terms of strike, otherwise it's not a fair test. Just that fades in play now, mate.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
What's happened to you?
I don't know.
We're going to leave it there. Well, do you want to have one more?
I'll hit one more.
One more, okay. Same again, mate. It's high in the face, you can hear it. So we're seeing something here, and I'm going to have a look at the numbers quickly. We're going to just make sure they all line up to make it fair, and then we're going to talk about what's good and what's bad with both drivers, right? Yep. Right, so we've just got some numbers here for you guys, and what's really interesting is they're actually pretty similar. So what we've done is we have compiled the ones that in strike location will be as similar to each other as we can do, and with that we're noticing very, very similar carry numbers, 255.6 for Titleist to 256.4, nothing to scream and shout about. All the other numbers are important though. Total is 280 for Callaway, 272 for Titleist, 8 yards is a lot. And the ball speed is 3 mile an hour difference. Now, I think the ball speed difference there is the way in which you're delivering the club into the ball. I think you're slightly more maybe out to in with the Titleist, could be a shaft difference. But then the spin rate being slightly higher, again, with the sides more to the right, that makes sense. And with descent angle and launch angle up with the Titleist, descent angle, by the way, up 10 degrees. Yeah. 34.4 to 43.7, launch angle 12.7 to 9.2. That for you seems a little bit more right bias, whereas this is a little bit more left bias.
Which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Considering they're both set at neutral.
Set as completely standard, both at 11 degrees, nothing else different.
I don't think I was swinging it like vastly different either, I have to say.
No.
But that is quite interesting. Like, if you were to ask me now, which of those two kind of profiles would I rather take out on the course? I mean, I'm probably leaning towards Callaway, if I'm completely honest.
I mean, even if we take out the ball flight, if we're looking at how much it's offline, you're 27.4 yards average offline right. Yeah. With the Callaway, you're 15.1 yards offline left. And both are offline, but that's half the distance offline. Yeah. So the dispersion you're getting with Callaway, I was really impressed by it. I think it's pretty good there. And now all we've done here is just change the driver. They're both fitted drivers for Johnny at very premium locations. And some different results.
Some very different results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would you game? I'll put you on the spot here.
Well, it's a funny one because obviously we've only hit 5 shots of each.
Yeah.
So I've used this for an extended period of time, got on really, really well with it. I would be reluctant to make an on-the-spot decision. Which one am I going to do?
No, I'm putting you on the spot.
I would be curious now. So, okay, well, off the back of this, I'd be very, very curious to go play maybe a month, 2 months of the Elite, see how that performs, see how they stack up, see how my scoring stacks up. I tend to kind of track when I lose balls off the tee and stuff, so look at those numbers. Very, very promising signs from the Elite so far. So if we were to leave here now and you say, right, go play a round of golf now, I'd be curious to go and put that in the bag.
100%. I think based on this testing and what we've done outside this video as well, Elite's going to be a front runner alongside with 1 or 2 other brands, which I cannot mention, but it definitely will be a front runner for the best driver of the year.
For sure.
I think I've been someone who's always been a little bit off with Callaway. I never really have liked their drivers as much as other brands. This is different. I'll happily say this is different, and I don't know why. I don't know what they've done with it. Some black magic, some voodoo. I'm not really too sure. Some AI maybe, yeah, hopefully. But it's going to improve a lot of people's games. That being said, improve a lot of people's games if they have a driver. If they get fit, and also from a driver model that's 5 or 6 years old. We're never going to say you guys get a drive. If you've got the AI smoke, don't upgrade. There's no point. You might see some differences, but it'll be a yard or two.
Yeah,
compared
not worth
to
that £570 price.
Get lessons. Another thing we will say in this video, full data testing, of course, Johnny's not a robot, I'm not a robot. This is all within a short amount of time. So take what we have with a pinch of salt. Obviously, robot testing is very different, but we have seen some significant differences in this video from model to model. So guys, if you are someone who wants to take that into consideration when buying a driver and getting fitted, please do. That's it from us, guys. We'll have plenty more videos coming with drivers, metalwoods, irons, and whatnot here at Foresight and outside as well. But until the next video, myself and Big Jozza will catch you later.